Hi everyone, we're going to find the angle measure. You see these little boxes, that means the measure of angle 1. So let's look at this, measure of angle 1. So just think of that as angle. So if the measure of angle 1, and measure 1 goes right here. It was hard to put in. So that's measure of angle 1. If that measure is 50, then what's the measure of 5? So due to our corresponding angle theorem, measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 5, because these two lines are parallel. So that means the measure of angle 5 is going to be, if measure of angle 1 is 50 degrees, then the measure of angle 5 is also 50 degrees. All right. The measure of angle 4 is 45 degrees. What's the measure of angle 6? Well, due to these parallel lines, this is called the consecutive interior angle theorem. And that means they're, I'm just going to write THM for theorem. These are supplementary. So basically you take 180 equals 45 degrees plus the measure of angle 6. So if you subtract 45 from both sides of the equation, you get 135 degrees equals the measure of angle 6. And then for number 3, with measure of angle 2, that equals 130 degrees. So what's the measure of angle 7? Well, due to our alternate exterior angle, theorem, measure of angle 2 is going to be congruent to the measure of angle 7. So the measure of angle 2 is 130 degrees. So that is going to be equal to measure of angle 7. So that's 130 here. And finally, the measure of angle 6, which is here, equals 123 degrees. So what is the measure of angle 3? So those are called the alternate interior angle theorem. Interior angle theorem. Which states that alternate interior angles are congruent if you have two parallel lines. So the measure of angle 6 is congruent to the measure of angle 3. Therefore, the measure of angle 6, which is 123, equals the measure of angle 3. So this would be 123 degrees. And here are your theorems. I put all of them here. If you want to take a look at them. It has a lot to do with two parallel lines being cut or crossed by a transversal. So if you want to look through that, they're either congruent or supplementary. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.